The increasing frequency of deadly viruses jumping from animals to humans is not a coincidence. It is a consequence of human behavior, environmental destruction, and global interconnectedness. The documentary Spillover, Planet Derviran investigates why spillover events, where viruses cross species barriers, are happening more often and what this means for the future. Scientists have long warned that pandemics like COVID-19 are not isolated incidents, but part of a pattern that will likely accelerate in the coming decades. The film, featuring experts from around the world, paints a sobering picture. If current trends continue, the world could see up to 12 times more spillover events by 2050. The question is not if another pandemic will occur, but when and how severe it will be. The root causes of this crisis are deeply connected to human activity. Deforestation, urban expansion, and industrial agriculture are pushing humans into closer contact with wild animals, disrupting ecosystems and increasing opportunities for viruses to jump species. Markets selling live animals, known reservoirs of emerging diseases, continue to operate worldwide, despite previous outbreaks linked to such conditions. Global trade and travel further accelerate the spread of pathogens, allowing a virus that once existed in a remote forest to reach major cities within days. Climate change is also playing a significant role, altering animal migration patterns and expanding the habitats of disease-carrying species like bats and mosquitoes. These factors combined create the perfect conditions for the next major spillover event, which could be even more devastating than the last. The lessons from past pandemics have not been fully learned. While medical science has made progress in vaccine development and disease surveillance, fundamental issues remain unaddressed. Healthcare systems worldwide were overwhelmed by COVID-19, exposing weaknesses in preparedness and response. Many countries failed to act quickly, despite years of warnings from scientists studying spillover risks. The same mistakes could be repeated, as efforts to prevent future pandemics are often deprioritized once the immediate crisis is past. The reality is that preventing the next spillover requires global cooperation, significant investment, and systemic changes in how humans interact with nature. Ignoring these warnings could have catastrophic consequences. The next spillover could involve a virus with a much higher fatality rate than COVID-19, spreading just as easily. Diseases like Ebola, Marburg, or even unknown pathogens lurking in wildlife populations could emerge and devastate global populations before effective countermeasures are in place. Scientists fear that as the rate of spillover events increases, humanity is playing a dangerous game with nature, creating conditions where a virus with pandemic potential is not just likely, but inevitable. Despite these alarming realities, there is still time to act. Strengthening global disease monitoring systems, investing in early warning technologies, and addressing the root causes of spillover events, such as deforestation and wildlife trade, are essential. Governments must take these threats seriously and implement policies that reduce the risk of future pandemics rather than simply reacting once a crisis has already begun. The documentary Spillover, Planet Derviran serves as a crucial reminder. The dangers of spillover are not a distant threat, but an urgent problem requiring immediate attention. Failing to learn from the past could cost millions of lives in the future.